Hello everyone, we're going to tackle a big topic that will require 2 videos, and that topic is the home buying process in a nutshell. I'm Daniel Petrone, co-founder of S3 Realty. Thanks for joining, stay tuned, and we'll jump right in. Now before we get started, I have to stress something. You have to have your financing secured before you start shopping for a home. That means you've selected a lender and probably a loan program, and you've already submitted enough information for the lender to provide you with a pre-approval letter. Now, back to the buying process. The obvious is that you're going to start shopping, comparing, viewing, making compromises on your original needs, and discovering new features that you may not have thought of. Now, once you find the house that meets your criteria, you and your realtor discuss, number 1, the offer. This is the starting point and arguably the most crucial step. You and your realtor have to decide how much to offer, what to and not to ask for, and you have to establish the time frame in which to complete everything. Now, it's not an easy task, and it requires expert knowledge of not only the market, but the realistic time frames needed to complete each step. Now, as a buyer's agent, I tend to reach out to the listing agent and try to get a feel for what the sellers are looking for. Are they looking for a fast close, a solid buyer, or maybe they're looking for a new owner that will take care of the home like they did? And yes, those sellers do exist. Now, taking all the information into account and writing a good offer is essential. That takes us to number 2, the counter. Now, very often the listing agent will submit a counterproposal attempting to change something in the original offer, maybe a deadline, a price, a seller's concession, or terms, etc. Now, at this point, we have 3 options. Now, we can accept the counter, we can counter the counter, or we can decline the counteroffer. But this goes on until both parties understand and accept the terms. Now, I have to stress something, especially in this kind of crazy market that we had in 2016. While we're countering, the seller can accept a different offer. You don't want to annoy the seller with lots of counters because if they get another offer during that counter phase, you could lose the home. That takes us to number 3, earnest money. Once the countering is done, we're technically under contract and the clock starts ticking. The first thing on the agenda is to get the earnest money to the earnest money holder. Now it's important to note that they cash this check. I've had some buyers think that they just hold on to it until closing, but that's not the case. They deposit the money, and if everything goes well, that money will be waiting for you at the closing table and will be applied to the down payment and the closing costs. That takes us to number 4, title commitment. Once you're under contract and the earnest money is paid, typically the listing agent orders the title commitment. Now, this is essentially a history on the property's title, ensuring that there are no judgments or liens on the property. They also sort of vet the buyer and the seller to some extent and make sure that there are no judgments on the buyer or seller that would prevent them from buying or selling the property. So this is the end of the first part of this topic. Now, we've covered the offer, the counter offer, the earnest money, and the title commitment. Next time, we're going to cover the inspection, the appraisal process, the survey or ILC, and then underwriting and last closing. I hope that you've enjoyed the video and that you've learned something. If you need an expert to walk you through the home buying process and experience, I'd love to be your representative of what could be the biggest purchase of your life. If I can be of assistance to you, your friends, family, colleagues, or acquaintances, please share this video with them and have them contact me, because I can't help if they don't call. Thanks for watching, liking, and sharing.